day I was wounded was just a standard. We were going out to pull out a observation post. I was out in town, just escort them back to the base. And I do remember the concussion of the blast, not really the sound, just the shock wave of it. And next thing I knew, I was sitting on my butt. And I remember looking down and seeing where my legs should be, and they were gone from about the knee down at that point. And from there, I just remember falling back and closing my eyes and just letting people help me.
His parents got a call and were told that he lost his legs, and they thought that was horrible, but what they didn't realize was that was the least of his problems, that he was, on the verge of death. I think he died 4 times.
By the time I was out of ICU, I couldn't roll over on my own, I couldn't sit up on my own. My arms were as skinny as could be. I just didn't have the physical strength to do anything on my own, pretty much. And so yeah, we had a rough road.
We met on the internet, online. I lived on the East Coast at the time, and we were talking, and for about a little under a year, we just traveled and visited each other, and we probably saw each other about once a month. But yeah, it was, I lived across the country from him when we met.
My living conditions right now is just a typical house. It's got carpet, all the sinks and everything. Nothing's accessible. The showers aren't accessible. And, our cabinet doors are just all banged up from just trying to get close enough to whatever we're using. Our dishwasher is in the corner, and I can't pull up to the side of it. Everything is either sitting here, grabbing on my chair and reaching way over to either unload or load the dishwasher. The oven is a challenge for me because same sort of thing, I can't lean past a certain point because I don't have the leverage. There's been plenty of times where taking a shower, forgot to lay the towel in a place that I could reach it, so I have to then hop onto the ground so I'm not getting my chair all wet, grab the towel. And so that stuff, you kind of just take it for granted when you're sort of doing it, you just sort of put up with it. But there's been times where I've fallen.
I'm always kind of like, well, what's going on? I need to pay attention. Does he need help getting the food in from the grill? I need to be listening if he's saying, hey, can you help me carry this in? So yeah, there's definitely some of that I need to sort of always be aware of, am I needed?
You can't put a price on freedom, and freedom to move around your house without having to ask for help for something, freedom to just use your features in your house, having a wide open kitchen, and having it accessible would be able to just let me do more things, do things faster, do things without damaging the kitchen with my wheelchair. I think the main point of having an accessible bathroom, besides just being able to use the features, is being able to use the features safely, because you're dealing with slippery surfaces that are just getting wet.
It will take away some of the concerns that we have that we don't even necessarily realize. It's just what we've been dealing with. We're working around our house and dealing with what it is, but it's not what we need.
For an organization to build a house that's accessible, that's mortgage-free, I can't think of an organization that gives more.
A lot of work has gone on over the years by Homes for Our Troops to develop houses that are truly wheelchair accessible, I think that is invaluable, the fact that they've been tested by people that have similar disabilities.
I've been fortunate to meet some really, really amazing people that are so giving, that appreciate what veterans and what the military does. And it wasn't a millionaire out there that did this, it was just a normal person, a regular job, that saw something and wanted to really help. And it still amazes me how generous people really are out there and how much they just want to help.
There's so many giving people and there's so much out there available for veterans, but for it to be this big, that does surprise me, and I think we're extremely lucky to be invited and to be included in this because it will mean so much.